What have you been focused on this spring, and what do you feel like it's been like, being out of Alemany now?
Man, it's feel great. It feel great. New teammates, new brothers, new environment around you. But this spring I was focused on me covering more man-to-man, and I feel like I exceeded my job at playing this game. I feel like I'm more comfortable, more confident in myself to play man-to-man, and that's what colleges want to see. Yes, sir.
When you get out in an event like this, obviously there's a lot of top teams here, a lot of top receivers that you're going to be going up against. What are maybe some of the things you're focused on?
Something I'm focused on is still staying patient for sure. That's the number one key, staying patient and trusting my coaches, listening, and just being ready for everything that's coming at you. If it even not even a top receiver or a top receiver, I feel like they both play the same way and both got the same mindset to go D1. So either way, I just got to show what I can do.
What's it been like going through this spring, knowing that you're not worried about your recruitment, you got your commitment, done already? What's it been like, just kind of having that off your mind?
It feels good, but I'm not gonna say I'm not really worried about my recruitment. I'm an Aztec for sure, but everything else is going good, and I'm just being me still.
Take me back through that decision. I think maybe it surprised some people because you obviously have Power 5 offers on the table. There's obviously talk about them moving to the Pac-12 at some point.
Yes,
what kind of went into that decision for you?
The one decision for me, that's home. I'm literally 40 minutes down the street. It's right there. Everybody goes to big schools and everything. I was like, what happened if I go somewhere moms could come through the weekday and come see me? But at the same point, my cousin committed. People I grew up around me committed. It felt right to commit right there.
How much did that impact you? You seen your cousin commit there?
I got Stacy. Yeah, when I saw Stacy commit, show me everything was going on, and it felt like I needed to do something. I needed to move, and I know a lot of people who was my seniors before was my recruiting stage, top offers and everything. Then they know if you wait too long, you might not have nothing. So I make sure if this is the spot I really want to go, I'm gonna take it.
What appealed to you about their defense? Because when they've been good, their defense has been very, very good.
Yes, sir. That scheme fits perfect what they set up on me. The one thing they really got me about their defense, they love to build. They will try to build me up. They want to improve me and everything. And they want me to play at that nickel's position, that play down, go blitz, play down, go blitz, and go do everything. So I love it.
You mentioned the nickel position. Obviously, they have a lot of DBs on the field. They've had a lot of success with DBs. What appeals to you about just kind of what they've done development-wise with their DBs?
They've done a lot. They play both ways, but hey, the special teams too. You're gonna play everything over there, and for sure you got to play out 100% with their DBs. They did a lot. A lot of DBs went to the NFL, moved up, XFL, just went. They're doing great. So I know that Coach Summer. Me and him is always locked in. He told me about everything to do, fixing my mistakes, and I feel like I'll be perfect there.
I was going to ask you about that next. Talk about that relationship. What was it like, getting to know him, and what stood out about him that said, I want to play for him?
One thing about Coach Summer, he's going to keep it real. He's going to tell you what's up. He's going to call you. He's going to make sure you're straight. He's going to check on your family. He's always going to keep it real with you. The first time when I came up there, it was like we had a good conversation. He talking like, I want you to come. I don't know if I even have an offer yet. So how he just talking to me, then my dad ended up calling saying like, hey, did Foster get an offer? He was like, what you mean did he get an offer? We wanted to commit. So it's just a relationship, a build around that school. I love it. And it's home right there, Calif.
It sounds like maybe some schools are not letting off. I mean, are there still schools that are kind of pushing? Who are some of the schools that are like, hey, we still want you?
The schools that kind of still pushing, I'm still talking to Washington State. San Jose State came big. Nevada is still talking. Getting back with the Purdue coaches, Nebraska coming. It's still a lot of coaches still pushing. A lot of coaches wanted to see me to play man. That's what every coach asked for me. But San Diego State got my attention by saying, we could help you. Rather everybody waiting till you see something, we gonna come build you and help you. So that's why I really got the spark to say let's go.
Okay, so what's next for you? I mean, are you gonna take some more officials? Are you gonna take some visits, or what's kind of next?
I didn't post no officials yet, but I'm gonna get it all done. I'm just trying to finish school strong. Finals coming up, spring ball. But when everything gets straight, I'm gonna have my officials posted.
Okay, and then in terms of a final decision, do you have any kind of time frame that you're trying to stick to be like, hey, I'm either going to San Diego State or I'm going somewhere else? Do you kind of have any idea about that?
I never thought about that. I feel committed, but if anything, if I do have a time different, but it's going to be when I sign. But I think if everything goes smooth, I'm an Aztec.
lastly, obviously senior season is always going to be big. What are some things you're going to try and get better at between now and time August arrives?
Try to get better to show people what you missed out on. I'm a hitter. I'm a dog. My last name is Slaughter. It's one thing you can just see and you can know. But I just want to show I know how to cover. I know how to run. They know I know how to come down to tackle. I just want to show everything. I'm going to play offense too. It's just going to show you who I am for real.
Last thing, I want to talk about Stacy. What can Aztecs fans expect from Stacy and what he brings to the table?
See a dog out of my cousin, bro. I'm telling you. That boy could play. And he could play anywhere, anytime. If you tell him, let's go work, he's going to go work. You're going to see a dog out of here.
Did it surprise you about his decision? Because he was talking about some Power 5 schools, and all the next thing you know, it's like, oh, he's committed to San Diego State.
It was crazy. He called me where I think I was with Trillion Boys. He called me, I don't know what visit, but he was like, hey, I committed. I'm like, huh? I didn't believe him. And he was like, yeah, he committed. I said, where your dad at? He said, oh, my dad not here. I said, I didn't believe him until his dad called my dad and said, hey, Stacy committed. I was like, oh, snap. Then I knew it was time. It's like, dang, it's getting close. Everything's getting real.